तत्र अपश्यत् स्थितान् पार्थ पितरन् अथ पितामहान् आचार्यान् मातुलान् भ्रातॄन् पुत्रान् पौत्रान् सखींस्तथा स्वशुरान् सुहृदश्चैव सैन्योरुभयोरपि. Hello friends. Friends, this is the 26th shlok of the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and in today's video we will understand this shlok in detail. So let's first understand its meaning. So the shlok goes Tatra apashyat sthitan partha, which means there Parth saw them standing. Pitran atah pitamahan, which means fathers and grandfathers. Acharyan, which means teachers. Matulan, which means the grandfather on the mother side. Bhratran, which means brothers. Putran, which means sons. Pautran, grandsons. Sakhins tatha. Sakhins means friends. Tatha and Shvasuran, Sruhadaschaiva, which means the father-in-law and the other well-wishers, Senyo Rubhyorapi, which means in both the armies. So, in the 25th shlok, Shri Krishna was telling Arjun that look at the armies, look at the Kaurav army, and he mentioned over there that look, the Bhishma and Dron are the ones who are leading the Kaurav army. So when Shri Krishna told that, then over here Arjun is now looking at both the armies, and what he sees in both the armies is all these people, fathers, grandfathers, teachers, the sons, grandsons, cousins, and other relatives, and then all the well-wishers. So he sees all these people in both the armies. And if you have read Mahabharata, then you know that when this war actually happened, people from all over the Bharatvarsh or all over the Indian subcontinent basically came to fight in this war. And so it's a war which involves everybody pretty much. And so when Arjun goes between the two armies and then he looks around, he sees all of them are there who are ready to fight. So there is a symbological meaning over here. Basically, as we was mentioned in the first shlok, where it has been mentioned that Kurukshetra actually is Dharmkshetra Kurukshetra, and I explained over there that this term Dharmkshetra Kurukshetra means the field of Dharm and the field of Karma. And we know that this universe in itself is the field of Dharm and Karma. So this Mahabharat war which is happening over here actually represents the whole existence itself, this whole universe in which we are there. And as we know in the Hindu tradition that we say that this whole place itself is a place where we have to understand dharma and perform our karma accordingly. And so basically by our own existence as we come in this universe, we have become part of this whole fight that is happening in this universe between dharma and adharma, and we have to perform our karma accordingly. And so this is a symbological meaning of our existence itself, that there is a fight which is going on between dharma and adharma all the time, and whether you like it or not, but everybody is part of this fight. Everybody is either on the side of dharma or he's on the side of adharma, and there is this struggle which is going on all the time. So that phenomena which the Indian thought process has explained involves this thing, and so that has been represented symbologically over here in this situation where everybody from all over the Bharatvarsh has assembled over here in this fight, and whether they like it or not, they become part of this fight. But this is something that we do not understand, and that's exactly what we'll see with Arjun, that when he'll see this, he will get confused, and he will then basically start to distance himself from this thing. So this is what has been represented, that Arjun basically gets confused. He thinks that, by avoiding the conflict, he can save all these people. But the thing is that all these people are actually part of this fight, no matter what. Even if they don't fight, they still become part of this fight, because if there is somebody who is standing on the side of adharm, and you decide not to fight, or you not to strive to establish dharma, then basically you automatically become part of adharm. So those are the kind of things that then Shri Krishna will explain to Arjun. But over here, basically, that whole thing has been mentioned, that all the people in this universe are actually involved in this struggle of dharma and adharma, and just by coming into existence, you become part of this fight, and so there is no way you can really avoid it. So I hope that I've explained this shlok well to you. With that, I'll close this video. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.